Stream Health, receiving your content. YouTube, we are now live. Oh yeah. 5 minutes till we'll start talking. This is a live stream for the Canon Mirrorless cameras. Come hang out. If you're watching this live stream after the live stream, I guess the rewind, what do you call it? Replay. Just leave some comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Consider subscribing. Oh yeah. Okay. 5 minutes till.
Oh yeah. What's going on? Facebook. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We did some Instagram earlier.
Oh yeah. Do 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 do. No one's watching. Cricket noises.
Cricket. Cricket.
Oh yeah. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Dustin, do a mic check, please.
Mic check. Check 1 2. Check check. This is Dustin McGee.
Oh yeah. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Wow, I'm gonna be hacking up a lung in this video. In this video, Ben hacks up a lung.
Yeah. On live.
Oh man.
How much time we got?
At 8 o'clock, we'll start the live stream. Waiting for people to show up. Oh yeah. If you guys are watching, leave a comment in the live chat and say hi. Don't
Hello.
spam.
No spams.
Crickets, crickets,
More crickets.
crickets. So I guess we can start talking about stuff.
I guess so too. I mean, we just got done filming a whole bunch of videos, so if you guys are subscribed to either one of us, you're going to see some content from this day.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
pretty awesome. A good day. Very good day.
You know, setting up live stream is took me almost an hour to figure out OBS, which I have live streamed before, but I never live streamed with all this equipment. Like this is like 10 times more stuff than I have live streamed before. And so the reason why we have these broadcast quality mics is because soon I'm gonna release a series called The Creative Digital Life. TheCreativeDigitalLife.com. The website's not up yet, but I'm going to be talking about digital artists that make digital content, and we're going to interview them, dive into life, and just talk about digital stuff. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Van Dong would say.
2 minutes. So if you're just joining the chat's going to be about Canon Mirrorless cameras. Say hi in the chat room if you are here. Or live chat, is that what it's called? If we're looking at our computers, Dustin has his computer to his right on the bottom. He's one of the moderators. And my computer is right here in this vicinity. So if I'm not looking at the camera, it's not because I'm alienating you guys. But yeah. Ooh, we got a Latif the player in the house. How you doing tonight?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How much time we got left?
I can't tell when these guys have put the live chat in the live because I saw some previous comments. I don't know how old these are. Oh yeah. Thank you, Latif the player. Definitely, definitely, if you guys are watching, share this live stream. Help a small YouTuber out. I left the link for Dustin's channel on the description below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to both of our channels. I do tech stuff. He just blows stuff up. Okay, we got like 1 minute till, so yeah.
Cricket noises.
Cricket noises.
Cricket.
So we just shot a few videos, and we're talking about the Canon Mirrorless cameras, talking about like small YouTubers and how to be motivated and all that stuff. And having this mic is kind of interesting because it forces you to do a one take. And the funny part with it is when we have like crickets, like, you know, dead space, we're just going to fast forward the video and put cricket noises.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I've noticed. I don't know Ben mentioned it, is filming stuff on the fly has been like way different than just filming and then editing. So if you guys want an experience, try it. It's quite something.
Tuba Solo the hiker. How you doing? Drive safe. Okay, maybe we should start.
All right.
Oh yeah, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about the 3 Canon mirrorless cameras of 2008. This is end of January. And subscribe if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. Oh yeah. Like this video if you like it, or will like it. Well, yeah, okay, I can't talk, but like this video and share it on social media. Help us out. But guys, we have, okay, this, I guess this is a mirrorless camera.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop him real quick. So we filmed a few videos before this, and the one video he forgot to introduce me. Did you introduce me yet?
Okay, yeah, good point, man. So sooner or later, I'm gonna get this this format down. But if you guys are just join the chat, I am gonna start a new series called The Creative Digital Life. TheCreativeDigitalLife.com. It's not live yet, but it soon will be. And this is Dustin McGee. He is a local vlogger that is into the Canon mirrorless cameras too. He's tried almost everything on this table besides the G7X. Oh yeah. So Dustin, tell him about a little about yourself before you start.
My YouTube channel, if you check out my YouTube, Dustin McGee, I do anything from fireworks to blowing things up to really cool things. I mean, that's my art and I love it. And so I'm trying to entertain you guys with that kind of stuff. I do a little bit of technology stuff, but not too much stuff. But that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. So guys, before we start and get into it, how's the audio?
Give us a thumbs up or
say yes, audio is good in the chat, because I can hear myself in the monitor, but it's a direct monitor, so I'm not really hearing what you are hearing. Can you hear me fine? Can you hear Dustin fine?
Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can really hear you when you're talking into the mic. I can hear myself. Oh yeah, Kid Y.
All right, cool. Thank you. Hanging with Tony. Thank you, buddy.
Hanging with Tony in the house. Rusty Zipper in the house. Kid Y in the house. Oh yeah. I need to do a soundbite of that and just, you know, make that into a ringtone.
So give us let us know what you think. Would you buy ringtones from Bing Dong, like text tones? Oh yeah, every time you get texted.
Everybody's been telling me. You know, I actually had a comment today saying they were a little after the second oh yeah, they were a little annoyed. That was funny. But guys, okay, so this is a Canon M100. This is a Canon M6. This is a Canon M5. You guys probably see my videos if you followed me. And the last one is a Canon G7X Mark II. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Okay, so if you have any questions about any of these cameras, let us know. Okay, so until we have questions, I will just start talking. Which one should you buy? That is we are filming today, Rusty Zipper, with a Logitech C920 webcam. One of these days, it's going to be upgraded to an actual video camera. But I guess as I can hear the audio, the video looks okay. I'm watching the video as well, but like I said, I'll watch it after and see too. But anyway, ADD is actually on the table across over there. So the 6D Mark II. Yeah, let's get back to the mirrorless cameras. If you have any questions about how to use any of these or which one you should buy, because that's the biggest question is which one should I buy. We're going to answer those questions today. So, the smallest one of them is the G7X. This is not a mirrorless camera, but it's one of the most used vlogging cameras in the world right now, besides the Sony RX100 Mark V or Mark V. But this comes in at $649, and it's a really decent point and shoot camera for vlogging. It does good photos too, but mirrorless cameras step up the game in quality. This is like I said, a Canon M100. It has a flip screen right here.
Boom.
Boom. Look at that. Oh yeah. But the downfall of the M100, even though it's $500, $549 depending on where you look for it, there is no hot shoe mount or mic inputs. Yeah. So the next one up, this is like $700, $800 depending on where you buy it at. Of making this video, and it has a hot shoe mount and a mic input, so you can attach a external mic. M5, I'm not too sure why Canon sells this camera. It's too expensive. It's like $1,100 with the lens, and it's just expensive. Let's see what y'all saying.
Yeah, I'll read anything. All right, so I think that's the best process. I'll read anything that comes up interesting if you want to keep on going. And
Okay, cool.
If you want to ask me questions in between to keep the dead space from becoming a thing.
Dead space. Oh yeah, king of dead space is crickets.
Crickets.
We need a soundboard and just
Foley's. It's called
crickets.
Foley. It's called a Foley.
Foley board. Yeah, just
Foley
crickets. More crickets. But yeah, I guess I'll just get straight into it. The biggest questions is currently trending on my YouTube page is these two cameras here, the Canon G7X or the Canon M100. They're about the same price range. It depends on what you want. Canon M100 is a little better quality because it's a bigger sensor than the 1-inch sensor in the G7X, but the G7X is small. Look at that. With the lens, even the lens retracted is a little smaller. Still, the G7X is a little smaller still than the M100. Yeah.
So I have a question real quick, Ben, if we want to tackle it.
Let's go ahead.
All right, so Tony, hanging with Tony says, can you be a YouTuber with any camera? Do you want to take that one, and then I can give my insights on that?
Let's save that to the end.
Tony, we will pin that, and we will answer that as soon as we get to it.
Yeah, pin that one because that's a really good question, and the general answer is yes. There's another question right there. I'm currently Tuba Solo the Hiker. I'm currently an M6 owner for about a month. I plan on taking my camera into some pretty rugged environments. Have you noticed any issues with durability? I can read, guys. It's just this. I have a really big ring light behind me, and it's put on 100%. It's a lot.
Do you want to take that one?
You can take that one if you want.
Well, if you guys follow my channel, I do a lot of fireworks shows, and so I do take this thing outside and in the outdoor weather, even in the snow. I think it's a pretty durable camera, actually. I wouldn't get it wet or get a whole bunch of mud on it, but I would say it's pretty durable. I mean, don't drop it in mud, but I think it's
definitely not waterproof or water resistant. I mean, I've taken it out in the rain, like drizzling rain. I personally don't use a case anywhere. I put it on a vlogging tripod, or I even just throw it on a desk when I take it to work or anywhere. Like it's in my car, just in the back seat, or I'm not easy on these cameras. I baby them, but I don't at the same time. Like there's no existing case.
Yeah. So that's a very good question, though.
Oh yeah.
If you want to keep going, I'll find a comment.
Yeah. Okay, so these two cameras. Then the next two cameras is the M6 and the M100. The difference between the two is mic input on the M6 and no more mic input on the M100. M5, I just think it's an overpriced camera. Hey Canon, if you're listening to this podcast or / video live stream, this thing could be a little less priced, maybe a little more offers, because the only thing good about the M5 is it has a EVF screen, in my honest opinion. It could be full frame, it could be EF lenses instead of EFM lenses. Another one that I asked, how is the quality of the 15 to 45 millimeter lens? The 15 to 45 millimeter lens is the stock lens that comes with the camera if you buy the kit. Coming from a photographer perspective, it's a decent lens, but if you have shot with L-series lenses from Canon or any of the Canon bigger lenses, it's kind of garbage. What do you think?
What was the question again? Sorry. I was reading comments.
I was just talking
It's
about
distracting
the. I know, right? I was talking about the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. Like, you don't come from a photo background or anything like like baller lenses. Like, what do you think about the quality of this? Because I know you had mentioned in a previous, it's a previous video we shot today, but it's gonna be a future video that for you guys, which I'll plug it and I'll leave a card up there when the video gets live. But you had mentioned that you didn't even see the need to upgrade to the 11 to 22 millimeter lens, which I did because I wanted something wider and sharper. What do you think about the 15 to 45 millimeter lens?
Yeah, I mean, like Ben said, that's what I started with. So now I've used the the 1122. I actually like the wide frame, but you don't need it to start vlogging, or even to continue using for vlogging. So I guess the question is, you don't need it, but if you have the extra money and you want to get it, then it's definitely it's nice to be versatile for a camera.
Oh yeah, it's very versatile. It's not as short as the 22 millimeters on the 11 to 22, but it goes to 45 millimeters, so it's decent. Canon actually makes a EFM 18 to 150 millimeter lens. It's a little steep at $400, which is the same price as the 11 to 22 millimeter lens, but you get that zoom. Get the zoom, boy.
Okay. I have a question from Rusty Zipper. What is the difference between those and the SL2?
Honestly, really nothing. They all use the same sensor as the 80D, the Canon 80D. And I mean, if you want a bigger camera, the SL2 is nice. I'm actually gonna rent a SL2 from borrowlenses.com, not sponsored, and compare it to the M6 because somebody asked about that video. Actually, multiple people asked about that video. But the last time I rented the SL2, what happened over here? It snowed, and UPS decided they did not want to come out. But borrowlenses.com was, the plug because they worked with us.
Okay, so I have 2 more questions. We'll get to hanging with Tony next. Okay, you guys are both drone users.
That's a good question. I
Would
like
you
that
buy
one.
a bag big enough to hold the drones and the cameras?
DJI actually makes drones to carry big cameras. They actually make drones big enough to carry a red camera or a Hasselblad. But, hanging with Tony is local. You know what? You want to make a project? You got a CNC cutter. I got the Asia Electronics soldering stuff. We can make a drone carry one of these things. That'd be kind of interesting actually to see.
That would be kind of cool.
I can see the video. Canon M100 on $2,000-$3,000. Well, big ass drone.
All right, next question. Favorite filmmaker?
Favorite film like a Latif the Player.
So are you talking broad or like actually physically? What do we like to work with?
I'll take the broad. I mean, filmmaker is a filmmaker is a very loose term these days because a YouTuber that makes 2-minute video, 3-minute videos, I still consider them as a filmmaker. For me, I don't know. I mean, on YouTube, I have to say, I don't know. That's a good one.
That is a very good question.
I like. See, people ask me that about photography too, and I don't really have a favorite.
I think they all have their own things we both like about them. I can list off, a few of mine. I love the way Gary Vee does things. He's very entertaining. Casey Neistat is phenomenal at his film productions. Greg Cardone's amazing. Do you have a few?
People that I follow like that. Filmmakers. I mean, that's just YouTubers in general, but Sawyer Hartman, he does a lot of good cinematic shots. If you know about him, Peter McKinnon, he's really good at cinematic. Those are some really big YouTubers. I haven't really found any small YouTubers that does any cinematic shots because they don't really show up in my my home screen. That's unfortunate. I probably should look for more. Lucky Never said, "What are your thoughts about the M50?" I've actually been following this, and the rumors say that it's supposed to be an APS-C sensor, which is the same sensor in these 3 mirrorless cameras. So I'm not too sure. We'll see. The rumors is at the end of the year they might release a full-frame mirrorless camera, which I am very highly all about if they do. And if you can mount regular EF lenses on them, this is amazing because all 3 of these cameras, they perform identically the same. Just you have more dials on some, you have the mic input on some, you have the EVF on the M5. But I've mounted and shot photos with all 3 of these cameras with L-series lenses, and the camera does get better with better lenses. So the potential is there for these mirrorless cameras. It's just the native EFM mount, I think, is definitely the caveat of these mirrorless cameras. But then again, I do see it because the EFM lenses are small. But we'll see on the Canon M5, M50, Canon M50. If it does come out, you know I'm gonna get it.
All right, I don't see any.
What would be better? Old Dominion 03 said M6 with the EVF or the M5. If you're strictly shooting photos, the you wouldn't shoot it. You wouldn't use the EVF for a video, would you? You would. I don't know. I mean, I personally got the M5 for the EVF because if I wanted to shoot photos with this and I need to mount a flash attachment to the hot shoe. That's my whole reason for getting an M5 because I do like shooting the photos with the M5. But the EVF for the M6, I personally haven't tried it, but I've seen videos about it, and I think Phono's Photo did a video about it too. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was him. And the only thing he said that it was a little stuttery. Most EVFs are. I mean, it's not bad. It's just there's a delay. That's just the inherent of digital. But I don't know. I just personally I don't want to lose the hot shoe because I have the potential of it being there. I need it. And for me, I guess you wouldn't use it for video, would you? No. Mm-mm. What are your thoughts? Would you ever buy an EVF for this thing if you need it?
Actually, no. I mean, if I had, even if I had the money to just blow on this extra feature, I would not. I don't personally see a point on it. But I'm just a vlogger, not a professional.
I've shot photos with all three cameras, and the screen is honestly good in the sun. It's not bad. I mean, it's really nice to see a live preview of what you're shooting photo-wise in the back of the screen. You see what you get, and you get what you see. You don't have any of that 100% or 95% field of view.
Are you on a 24mm lens live stream or another pancake lens?
Are you on a 24mm lens in the live stream or another pancake lens? We're shooting this live stream with a Logitech C920. M100 mounted a 15-45. I'm thinking I'm getting this question right. M6 15-45, and the M100 is a 11-22. Are you on a 24mm lens in the? I want to get one of the primes, if that's what the question is. I'm not too sure what he's asking. Did you ever have a hands-on the G7X Mark III so far? I actually saw that camera and I was interested. Trust me, I wanted to pick it up, but I didn't see a market to market that camera.
And yes, Tony, we do need a third. We need like a team of 6 just to set up a freaking live stream.
It took me an hour.
Guys, there's a lot of stuff. I give mad props to people that can do this every day. It takes a lot to produce a quality live stream. And I said quality because anybody can do a live stream on their phone. I'm streaming live on Facebook right now, but to do a quality with mics and recording, and it's a lot. So.
It is. Oh, my water fell over. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Peter McKinnon is fire. He had some good videos out there.
Do you want to handle the Hanging with Tony's cheapest entry?
Well, I don't even see that one.
Yeah. All right, so Hanging with Tony asks, what is the cheapest entry-level setup you can think of? Now, I'm thinking setup, he means camera, maybe a microphone, if you need that, or just camera.
Back 9 months ago, this guy next to me asked me, what camera should I buy? And really budget. And review-wise, you would think the Sony HX80, which is, I ain't gonna lie, it's a decent camera, but your cell phone can shoot better videos and photos than that camera. It's pretty sad.
Just make sure you flip the screen. That's a pet peeve. Sorry.
But the cheapest, I don't know. When I first started vlogging and making YouTube videos, I started with a GoPro Hero 4 Black, which I still have. You know what? I left that out. I have to get it back. Note to self.
G7X's budget. Yeah, G7X is good. I would say if you can't afford like a G7X or above, you shouldn't purchase anything until you can afford that, or at least obtain enough. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah.
But if I would go with any camera, it would start with the G7X. I would not get the Sony HX80.
I mean, that goes to a question that a lot of people ask: is these two cameras, the G7X Mark II versus the M100? I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they asked because these cameras are really close in price. They are like $100 difference. The one's at $649, if I recall correctly, and one's at $549. Maybe a little cheaper if you find them cheaper or buy them used. But it comes down to size. Image quality is better on the M100 for sure, but the G7X has proven time and time again it's a very reliable and good vlogging camera. I mean, it's the most used one. You see big YouTubers like Tanner Fox or Adam, that guy that drives the car junks. They use this G7X, and it's a good camera. The only thing that I've noticed is many longtime vloggers have issues with the lens. I don't, because I put this camera into a bag or a camera bag in my pocket. I don't put it straight into my pocket because the lens, dust gets into the lens. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to any point and shoot camera because it's not dust or weather sealed. But yeah, you can just set it in. Canon will service it, or they'll make you buy another one. We'll see. I don't know.
Okay, Hanging with Tony has another question. Your dream camera rig if Canon sponsored you. Do they make high-speed cameras?
I think they do. I saw a press release for a new one for this year. They do.
So that would be mine. I need a high-speed camera. So if any people have a high-speed camera, I would love one for my stuff.
That'd be really cool to see explosions in high speed, or I mean slow motion.
But I'm not gonna drop 20, 30 grand on a camera.
That's just starting out, dude. You get a little small one for that thing. Shoot, you can do
you can get a 720.
You know, as much Canon fan I am, if you like to do cheap slow motion, Sony, and get the Sony A7S Mark II. It can do 1080 120. You can do 1080 60 on these cameras. I mean, and you can in post your sequence can be 24 frames a second. You can slow down to 60 frames a little bit, but it's still not 120 frames. For me, I vlog, so my dream camera rig for a run and gun would be, I don't know, the 60 Mark II that I just got. It's perfect, but it doesn't do 4K. But 4K isn't a thing, or doesn't really need right now for YouTubers, because everybody, I mean, most places don't have the ability or the bandwidth to stream 4K. So I mean, everybody streams 1080p or lower. I've gone to places where my cell phone can't do more than like 480 or 720.
Okay, so the watcher asked, why buy a G7X when you could buy the M100?
Size. Look at the size. You can't pocket this M100 as easily as the G7X. Honestly, size, I mean, I'm a big guy, so size is not going to be a matter to me. So the M100 all day long, but just a caveat, some places, even if you have this big thing, you can't hide this in your pocket. And like, for example, I didn't show it in my vlog when I went to the Anime Con. There's a dance floor, and I could not get in with the mirrorless camera when I went, straight through the security guard with the G7X because it's flat, small. Lucky never. Any 4K coming in the Canon entry lineup? I personally don't think Canon really is portraying 4K to the entry level. Honestly, they don't need to.
Well, do you need 4K to produce a good video?
No, you don't. A good 1080p video is better than a poorly shot 4K video. Look at Casey Neistat. Look at who other vlogger? Wow, I just drew a blank. Yeah, I just think shoots with Sony. They're Sony fam. Her and her sister. Yeah.
Questions? Any other thing you want to discuss about these cameras? I mean,
I'm sure there's a lot. there's so many things. This is actually turning out to be a really good live stream. We got 13 people watching right now currently. People
So
coming
guys,
and
leave your
going.
questions. We don't want a lot of dead air.
I can talk more and more about the cameras. I'm kind of reading it right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if we mentioned this already because we filmed so many videos today. It's kind of hard to keep track of what I said. I used all 3 of these cameras, and I personally would choose the M6 over any of them. That's just my thoughts on it. I just don't. I don't think the viewfinder is worth getting. I know we mentioned that already, but I'd rather just get the M6.
The only for me, since I do carry this camera around a lot, and I don't have the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus is actually across the room on the 6D, but when I put a mic on this 5D, not 5D, wrong camera, M5, I can actually use the screen, but the caveat for that is with the lens mounted, like the 11 to 22, you can't really see the screen unless you angle it right, and it's never the angle that you want in the video. So you win, you lose. Some people said, actually somebody said on my comment on one of the other videos is, why don't you just put a flash bracket and put the mic on the side? That's a functional way, but I personally think that's ugly.
Okay, so Old Dominion has a good question because I don't know this question. So wouldn't you think having 4K footage and downscale it down to 1080 produces better quality rather than the 1080 footage?
100%. 4K footage shot at downscale to 100 to 1080 is always better because you have more information to play with. It's the same thing with photography. It always looks better. Well, no, it depends, because there comes to a point of no return. But yes, in 4K in video, 4K footage shot at downscale to 1080p does produce a better image. That's why a lot of the Sony cameras or the G7X, what's the Panasonic junk? The G50, G something.
I don't know anything about this stuff.
They definitely look sharp, but like the downside for those cameras that do shoot 4K is like the Sony. Too many vloggers, big vloggers, have said that they don't look good. The skin tones, and the Panasonic version, it's not full frame. It's smaller. It's a micro four thirds, which is even smaller than the sensor in this G7X Mark II. But yes, I agree. If Canon if you're listening, Canon, woo, sound the alarms, guys. If you're listening, Canon, you will sell these cameras like hotcakes if you put 4K in them. Every other vlogger in the world will come back to you. The sad part is with 4K and Canon, the first option starts at, I want to get rid of this hat. The first option starts at $3,500 with the 5D Mark IV or 3, and the next one up is like a C300, which is overkill. I mean, if you look at Locke, he was originally from Digital Rev. He had a funny video with him with I think it's one of the cinema cameras from Canon. That was a crazy setup, which one day I want to do.
Did you see Laffy the Player's question? His question was, what are your thoughts on the Panasonic Lumix G7?
I can't officially comment because I haven't used those cameras. I can comment on the GX5 and 4. GX5 and 4, they're good cameras. I can't knock them. I mean, you seen Casey Neistat use those cameras, and they just are good cameras. It's just that's not Canon. But the question is, if you want to shoot cinematic videos and you need 4K, if you need 4K, that's in a whole nother thing, need versus want, and we go into that in I think one of our videos when we post later. I mean, GX5, GX4, even the Sony lines, the Sony A7S Mark II is a really good camera. I mean, honestly, you're never gonna find a camera that's perfect. It's not gonna happen unless Canon puts out a 4K sensor and gave 4K to us. Because why does people come to Canon? Casey Neistat said it. I said it. I don't know who else said it. Peter McKinnon, Color Science, and Autofocus. The dual AF autofocus on the Canons are amazing. Okay, hashtag Canon listen up.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
G7X Mark II. There's definitely issues with focusing on this thing. It's good most of the time, but if you go like face, then swap to a like product or something up close, it doesn't focus. The mirrorless cameras do. I think it's just, it probably could be solved with an update. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get the G9. I don't know what the G9 is.
What's the hybrids shooter?
I got no clue. I'm dying.
All right. No cricket noises.
Cricket noises.
Cricket noises.
We need a board.
We really do.
That's gonna be the next
I'm sure
toy.
you can find one on Amazon for like.
I'm sure I can use one on
$30.
the keyboard.
I think you can download one in your phone too.
That's a good idea.
Ding ding.
On an iPad, and have it as an input device. Okay.
Sorry, we're brainstorming. We're gonna do these streams. More projects coming in the future.
The creative digital life. Oh yeah. Okay, how long are we in the stream? 30 minutes? Wow,
30
it
minutes.
definitely felt longer than 30 minutes. I guess this is some good content.
It's really good content. Great questions. Anything else you want to discuss?
I don't know. I mean, which one should you buy? You probably should buy the M6. It's the most cost-effective and cost thing you want. I think I saw Tony hanging with Tony has some questions up here that we were holding off about the NASCAR one race. What would you be the good camera and a lens to catch all the high-speed action? Honestly, you could do that with one of these cameras, these Canon cameras, but I'm keeping an open mind. G7X is a solid camera too. It does good. It does 60 frames a second, but if you're doing any kind of sports or like NASCAR, if you want slow motion, G7X is good, but the Sony RX100 does more. It's $1,000. G7X over here is $6 to $7. But if you can spend the extra $100, I do endorse the Sony RX100.
Okay, so it's PhotoVid Tech Freak. Her question is, do you think Canon will ever make a full-frame mirrorless camera with a hot shoe mount and battery pack that mounts on the bottom?
I don't know about the battery pack on the bottom. That's kind of defeats the point of a mirrorless camera being small. But yes, there's actually rumors right now. Hashtag not sponsored, CanonRumors.com. I follow them pretty good, and you know, when I see one of their rumors, I try to go verify it from other unnamed, unreliable sources. Okay, but yes, Canon rumor is that by the end of the year 2018, there should be a full-frame mirrorless camera. And I heard recently Canon reached out to the Explorers of Light and other professionals to see what they want in a mirrorless camera, which honestly, it isn't that much. Make a 5D Mark IV into a mirrorless camera, take off the mirror, and just make it into a mirrorless, and you'd be selling like hotcakes. I mean, I'm being dead serious. Even if you sell this thing at $2,000 or $3,000, people are gonna buy it just because it's Canon. The lenses are great, the autofocus is great. Besides not offering 4K, there's really nothing to complain about these cameras.
Okay, so
Ooh, that's a lot.
Tuba Solo the Hiker, his question is, have you ever noticed issues with dust getting into the M lens?
Oh yeah, he did ask that earlier. The G7X, I personally don't, because I put the G7X in a sleeve before I put it in my pocket. A lot of vloggers experience issues with dust on the lens or inside the lens, which there's actually backyard mechanic ways to clean out the lens, or you can send it in for Canon to clean it. But yeah, if you put it in your pocket, it's going to be like a cell phone. It's going to collect dust. You're going to see dust in the ports and everything. So my advice for the G7X is find a sleeve or a small camera case that you can put in your pocket as well. And for the M-series lenses, I don't put this in my pocket, so I don't have any issues. But I don't carry any case with them, and I haven't seen any issues yet. I don't really go into many dusty locations either. But I mean, all lenses, if they're not weather sealed or dust sealed, if they're not L-series lenses, they're probably gonna get dust in them, and it's not a bad thing unless it's really bad. But as the lens ages, it kind of has unique properties to it, which is kind of cool if you're shooting photos or videos. Depends on how it degrades.
That's a good response. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of questions. Thank you guys. Keep them coming. And by the way, hit the thumbs up. Maybe share the stream. We're getting a lot of good content here. So what lenses do you want from EFM lenses lineup at me and you? I personally can't speak to lenses. If you guys follow me, I'm a tech savvy, but I don't follow cameras very well. Ben has taught me everything I know about cameras, so he's the one to take up on this.
2 seconds.
Right now, he's hacking up a lung. Okay, I think he's back.
EFM lenses. I kind of am bittersweet about the lenses because coming from L-series lenses, it's called the L fever. If you ever see Canon users and they have white lenses or lenses with red rings on it, actually, I should have brought a L-series lens, but if you see a Canon lens with an L-series lens and a red ring on it, it's baller and expensive, and it's high quality glass. And for me, I'm unfortunate because I started with pretty much all L-series lenses or prime lenses when I shot photography. So when it coming to these lenses, on like the 15 to 45, I'm looking at it like, it's okay, it's decent. It's I gotta remind myself, it is a consumer grade lens, not a professional lens. But the 15 to 45 millimeters, one of the reasons why I don't like to use it, I'll use it for if I need it, not really need it. If it's the only thing I have in my bag, it's great, 15 to 45 millimeter lens. But I just find it's not that sharp. The 11 to 22 millimeter lens, even though I saw this question in there in the chat, it's $400. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's definitely sharper than the 15 to 45 millimeter lens by far.
Actually, I can touch on that. I've seen both lenses between the two. I want to buy an 11-22. Like I said, I don't have a need for it now, but if I really wanted it, yeah, I see a big difference in the two.
Yes, 11-22 millimeter lens EFM is worth the price for me, at least, because I want something wider because I am a wide guy. I mean, no, but
man, we're getting deep now.
The 15 to 45 millimeters lens, I mean, it's a good lens, but it's just I just want something wider and sharper. Yes, they make a 22 millimeter lens or maybe a 24 millimeter lens, which I would use, but it's kind of long to shoot vlogs with.
Tubo Solo, the hiker, thank you for the info. No problem, guys. Hope this information's been useful for you guys. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Then we have a G7X at the Beast.
Make sure you subscribe or consider subscribing if you haven't already. Oh yeah.
If you guys want to follow me as well, I don't know if I plug myself. Dustin McGee, youtube.com/Dustin McGee.
Link in description below.
Link in the description. I do all kind of pyro stuff, fireworks, blowing things up, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if we can say that on live stream, but hopefully we don't get flagged.
It's all good. I mean, I'm monetizing this video, but this couple of cents don't really do much for me. I'm sure it's gonna get flagged for saying shotgun mic or,
or Tide Pod. I have a video that got released because I said Tide Pod. So
yo, I told you guys it's gonna get pulled down.
It did. It was a funny video that I thought you guys had to eat one. So.
Oh jeez. The EF adapter is right here. Actually, I was waiting for somebody to ask that. This is a Canon. This is the official Canon. What is it called? It's not really a model name. It's okay. Canon mount adapter EF-EOS-M. Basically, this converts the EF lens to a EF-M. This is what I use to shoot photos, or when I shot photos with the M6. And the M5 and the M100. There's a lot of M's. You know what? Actually, I have a 50 millimeter lens. Start talking. I'm gonna look at that.
I'll talk to you guys because I got some questions for me. San GV Paul, hi. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you for commenting. Lucky Never, fireworks stuff. Yes. Flying drones. Back in the day when drones first started taking off, I did fly drones at night during fireworks shows. But as you guys might know, that is illegal, especially considering I own my own business and I do it from my business. I didn't want to continue doing that because of the laws and restrictions with the licenses and stuff like that. So I think you can hire that out, but I don't know if you can legally fly a drone at night. I think it's 30 minutes after nighttime or something like that.
After twilight, you can apply for a waiver, but I'm actually so out of tune with the drone stuff now that I was actually gonna get my license to fly commercially, but I stopped doing that because I live in a place where there's a bunch of bases and stuff around where I can't fly. So Tuba Solo wants to elaborate on what I said about the lens aging. So basically, as a lens ages, you get dust and scratches, and the lens ages. It's not perfect anymore. And with those imperfections comes unique qualities that other lenses won't have. So that lens flare is going to be different. The spots on the lenses, it just creates a different look to the image as that lens ages. Hold up. Oh, my nose is itching. Every time I'm doing something. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. If you want to find out about this, go look for older Canon lenses or any kind of older lenses that you can mount on a camera. There's all kind of adapters for like the old Canon lens to mount on the EF mounts, or I guess you would have to put an adapter on the EF adapter on the EFM adapter. That's a lot of adapters. Speaking about adapters. But yeah, if you find one of those ancient lenses or any kind of lenses that's old, when you look through it, it's more than just the focal length and the aperture and the field of view. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to try it yourself and just find the lens. It's like putting things in front of the lens. Like if you're a little artistic and put like your homemade apertures or paint or yeah. So back to the adapter. This is my heavy. Actually, I don't have the battery grip on here, and people are asking me why am I putting the battery grip, because dual batteries, and I'm prepping to carry that 1DX Mark II around sooner or later. But anyway, that's another story. But this is a 16 to 35 millimeter lens, LCL ring, red ring. Let's take this off. Oh, poor camera, because that's gonna be a lot of dust. Okay. Let me put this up so I don't mess it up. Okay, so this is a EF to EFM lens. This is a EF lens, the 16 to 35 millimeter f4 ISL lens. So the adapter, plug into there. And if you want to look, well, I'm gonna hate this because dust is gonna get into everything, but oh well. This is the mount for the EFM. This is the mount for an EF. But yeah, let's just put this on, and it's more epic when you take a small camera like a M100 and do it.
Jeez, it's like a telescope.
This is amazing. If you go to my Instagram hashtag at BINHDONG, I actually have this setup. No, I don't. I lied. Something like this setup. A lot of L-series lenses. It's basically, we probably won't even notice. This setup with the M6, it's a 35 millimeter lens, but this is stupid, isn't it? But ain't no lie, this camera's gonna shoot some good photos with some good glass on it. The potential is the glass. So if you got a good glass, get better glass, these cameras gonna shoot. This actually looks stupid, dude. This is like wow.
I have some more questions if we want to tackle this.
Okay.
All right. So hanging with Tony, very good question, because Ben and I were just talking about this earlier. Have drones fallen out of favor now for non-pro videographers?
No. The drone industry is very big. It's just I don't think it's big on the East Coast. If you are into drones, follow the podcast / YouTube page, the Drone Life, or no, that's a book. Oh man, I'm so out of tune with that stuff. The Drone U, thedroneu.com, or it's the YouTube The Drone U. They are like I think there's some solid people talking about drones. Or if you're into drones, look up Sally May, I think her name is. She's thedronegirl.com or the Drone Girl. Just Google them. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know, Tony, I remember him asking about a question about, do we need something about cameras? You pinned it, I believe. I think this is a good time. Kind of right in the middle. Wow, we had 50 minutes. Woo!
I don't know what just happened there.
The solo hiker. Interesting. I have an EF 10 to 18, and it's not as sharp as the M-series 50. You know, actually, somebody else mentioned that, or wanted a comparison. It's gonna be kind of hard because one starts at 10 and
Thank
one
you
starts
guys
at
so much for your comments.
15.
Man. This is awesome.
I don't know. You know, that's a video I gotta do. I'm gonna put that in my thing. Okay, let's.
Oh, can you be? I think it's the Hanging with Tony said, "Can you be YouTube with any camera?"
Hold that thought. 10 to 18 millimeter lens. I use that lens on the AED, and the AED was my vlogging camera for a good couple months before I got into these M-series cameras. I actually wasn't gonna get into M-series cameras, but I did. That looks kind of cool, dude. It's like a big thing, and like a we need one of those boards that shows videos too.
What, like a switcher?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, the 10 to 18 millimeters are what I use on the AED, and I wasn't really impressed with the 10 and 18 millimeter lens. Unless you had a lot of light, it was a little soft. I shot that lens and the AED, the 10 to 18, on this ring light, and with perfect lighting, it's sharp as heck. But if lighting is poor, I just don't. I don't know what about it. You know, it's a 10 to 18 millimeter lens. It's not sharp. Well, I mean, when I compared it to this 16 to 35, it's this thing blows it away. But red ring. What was Tony's question?
Tony's question was, can you be a YouTuber with any camera?
Yes, you can. iPhone.
Yes, I actually started vlogging with my iPhone. The only reason I switched to an actual camera is because I got tired of my iCloud account filling up, because every night I would plug my phone up, it would hit Wi-Fi, and then upload all those videos I took, and my iCloud was full. Within 2 days, it was full. So that's really frustrating, but if you want to start with your iPhone, you can just either tell your iPhone not to sync certain videos or something like that to iCloud.
Yeah, I don't recommend. I mean, use what you have to make stuff. Make something, or like Roberto Blake always says, create something awesome. And it doesn't matter what you create something awesome with, just create something awesome. But for equipment, when I mentor photographers or mentor mentorees, is that a word? But yeah,
Call them little baby vloggers.
it's called gas in the industry. Gear. Crap.
Oh, he's drawing a blank, guys.
Yeah, I am.
We've actually done really well. What do
Gear
you guys think?
acquisition syndrome. Don't have gas. And when people always says, I need a better camera, I need a better lens and all that stuff, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to say tell these people because I use some of the best equipment. I mean, if you're a Canon fan. If you're a Sony fan, then I guess you can say I don't. But anyway, back to that. Yeah, just have a reason why you're gonna upgrade your equipment. If your reason to upgrade your equipment is I want to shoot better photos, I want to shoot better videos, no, that's not the right answer. You need to have an answer like, this lens is limiting me for shooting in low light. This camera has a lot of noise. I've reached the limit of this camera. I reached the limit of this lens. Like, in iPhone sense, anybody can shoot vlogs or videos and YouTube videos on the iPhone, but the limit for me, which I will use the iPhone to shoot vlogs if I need to, because that's the only thing I have, and you always carry your phone with you. I don't carry these cameras all the time. I try to, but they're still big, even this thing. But the downfall, the caveat of the iPhone or Android phone, I mean, I'm both Android and iPhone, but hashtag Apple fan. It's just space, and how do you get that video off onto the computer? It's just not economical. I mean, a real camera, hashtag giveaway soon on the M100 when I hit 1,500 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why 1,500 because it's far away into summer, and I probably gonna give away two because I kind of written off the M100 in my book, honestly. Watch, none of these gonna have a card in it. See, you can just take You can just take out an SD card, plop it into the computer, and you know what's actually surprising? Yes, you can hook the camera up to USB and transfer the photos that way, but I personally do the old-fashioned way, is pop the card out, put it in the computer, and
Okay, so
upload
question
it.
that I've always wondered: does the quality get lower if you beam it over via like Wi-Fi or something like that, or should you just put the card right onto the computer?
Generally, it shouldn't, but when you beam stuff over or Wi-Fi it over to your phone, it might degrade the quality because there might be encoders encoding that thing. I don't know. I don't use that system. I don't know. I've actually Wi-Fi'd photos over from the M6 to my phone, and the photo is like blows out the iPhone camera. I mean, it's gonna, because you're talking about a APS-C sensor compared to a little nano pencil point sensor. But I don't think it does. It shouldn't. But I mean, just take out the SD card and
Yeah, it's
put it into
pretty
the
easy,
computer.
yes. But I guess to round up Tony, hanging with Tony's question, I guess what camera would you start with, maybe, or if you had an option?
I mean, he does. Tony is one of our super fans, I would say.
Super
But,
fan Tony.
He said NASCAR. I mean, I highly recommend the Sony RX100 5. I mean, I know this is a Canon show, but something like sports, something like, you really want the 120 1080. And if you want to see some good 120 1080 video, slow motion, check out Sarah Dici, Rhymes with Peachy. She uses that camera, and her slow motion is on point. I'm kind of envious because I don't see slow motion. I see time lapses, but I just suck at slow motion.
You brought up SD cards. What is the best types, prices, keep?
Okay, I saw a glitch in the stream, so I was wondering. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're kind of bogging now. Can you guys see us? Wait, it caught back up.
I did?
I think I might stop my Facebook real quick to kind of free up some bandwidth or something.
Okay. Hashtag commercial break. So, I have a link down below to my Amazon influencer page. I was surprised I got it. But it's I think it's Amazon.com.
Guys, if you want to watch, almost dropped it. If you want to watch the full video, head over to Ben's channel.
2 seconds. He's closing out his Facebook Live.
Yeah, sorry to bust you. So yeah, man, go over, check out Ben. There he is. Check out his channel, and we'll see you there.
Christelle asking, why planning of buying M6, M5 is too expensive? Thanks for the answer. Yeah, you don't need the M5 unless you just want to spend money, or you need the flip down screen, which I found it's not worth it for the extra $200 over the M6, maybe $300 depending on where you buy it. Yeah. Oh, it's on poor. As long as the audio is coming through, oh yeah, it's coming. Okay. Anyway. Woo!
Look, I'm invisible. It's crazy the delay, like watching yourself. There's probably 10, 13 second delay.
Yeah, hashtag delay. So yeah, Amazon influencer page. You can catch me down in the kitchen in the link below. I have pretty much all of my vlogging and photo equipment in there. Actually, not all my photo equipment because I haven't really talked about it. Yeah, but most of my equipment's in there. What I use or have used or recommend for you guys.
Give him that penny.
So then the M100, it depends, Christelle. Do you need a external mic later down the road? Honestly, if you can afford the M6, I prefer you guys buy the M6 because it has more potential. It has potential to add a mic. It has potential to add a flash later down the road. If you want to use it for photography, you can add a EVF, electronic viewfinder. It's just a more capable camera. But if you want to spend $500 on the Canon M100, the Canon M100 is a great camera. It's basically these two cameras, but minus some dials and the hot shoe mount and the mic input. Which if you watch, I'll leave you a link after the videos. Can I card stuff here? Yeah, I can.
I think you could pin things at least.
Oh, well. Yeah, I have a video on my Canon M100 playlist, and I use this Canon M100 too, not with this lens, but I use the Canon M100 to shoot videos, and it's good. These two cameras are basically, they shoot video the same thing, just different options.
Okay, so real quick, Tuba Hiker says, P.S. I would buy a "Oh Yeah" shirt with Ben's face on it.
You know,
we need to start printing.
Oh man, you don't know how many times I've been asked, "Yeah, I have any shirts?" And I need to step up the game. Maybe Teespring #not sponsored. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. I'm actually trying to find somebody to help me out because I have a lot of ideas, but for this channel and for the podcast and for my creative stuff, but I just don't have time.
Oh, and then I see another comment.
It's coming soon.
What's up?
I said the shirts are coming soon
Okay.
with a lot of merchandise.
So Lucky Never, did you guys buy the Elon Musk flamethrower? Actually, I tried to. I saw Elon Musk shared it on his Twitter, but they sold out pretty freaking quickly. I tried to. I even messaged him on either Instagram or whatever. Elon Musk to try to get one. I didn't get one. It sucks because I would have used it. It was pretty cool. It shot like a 6-foot flame. It was freaking awesome.
I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about your industry, dude.
I don't know anything about this stuff, but he has taught me so much. So he's like the.
I think the most I
got
got
cameras.
is a close proximity license, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh yeah, I trained him. I learned him something.
Okay, crickets again. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Man, I'm looking at the live stream feed, and I'm looking ratchet. This hair is all jacked up. Yeah, oh yeah.
I like kind of dressed up a little bit. I thought it was gonna be kind of a formal thing.
Actually, to be honest, I had plans to make a shirt for a prototype, but I got lazy and bogged down with stuff like creating the show notes for this and the 4 videos that we shot today, and it just no time.
That's fine. But
I'm gonna find somebody to
do you
help
guys
me.
have any more questions, even not related to these cameras? If it's questions about vlogging, questions about what I do, what Ben does, drop them below.
If you want to have this, we're at 1 hour right now. 1 hour and 1 minute. Well, minus 5 minutes because we started 5 minutes late. Not late, but after. How would I say that? Oh yeah.
Delayed.
Delayed. Yeah, that's the word.
Oh.
Yeah. No speak English. Okay.
Careful.
Actually, do speak broken English. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, we can start real talk right now if you guys want to hang out. I mean, and if you're asking live questions, I can give you my try to PC version of what I think, or any vlogging questions or camera questions, or we answered a lot of questions. I just don't know what we answered already.
Yeah, it's definitely to do a successful stream like this takes at least 4 people. 1 person on comments, 1 person taking notes, and
So I want.
the other person
I'm gonna look
entertaining.
through the comments right now and do some shout outs to the people that I've actually do follow and at least seen the content. Hanging with Tony, he's a new vlogger. Oh yeah, he says told you $17 an hour and I'm yours. I mean,
Hey, and hanging with Tony, I gave him a giveaway drone. I blew up a drone, guys. If you saw that video, I blew up a drone, did a drone giveaway. Tony was the winner, and hopefully you like that drone, Tony.
where are we from Laugh-Teeth the Player? I hope I'm saying his name right because, oh yeah, check out his channel too, Laugh-Teeth the Player. He's actually does some cool stuff for his age. Where we from? I am from Baltimore, Maryland, and reside in Virginia right now in Hampton Roads. Same with he's in Hampton Roads now too. You actually can talk to him on that one.
Yeah, I'm live in Hampton Roads area. I am from it's close to West Virginia. It's still in Virginia, but it's called like Middletown area. It's a very small town. If any of my towns watching, it's a very country town.
Yeah, we went up there
really
on a
bad.
vlog, that blow up vlog, and man, I was I thought I was gonna get shot for that video, but. Oh, okay. So, where are you two from? Okay, so KJ Soul asked, going back to the adapter for any issues with the autofocus on the EF lenses. No, there's no focus issues. I mean, I shot photos of his girlfriend, modeling photos, and they were great with the EF lens. This is EF adapter right here, and I mounted a 70 to 200 millimeter lens and a 35 millimeter lens on it. The adapter's made by Canon, so if you buy the Canon one, there shouldn't be any issues because. Okay, I'm gonna rant now because, woo, this is a good rant.
Uh-oh.
Third party crap.
Okay.
Third party crap. So let's start off with, having a YouTube channel. People email you and trying to have you try out the products. One company emailed me saying, try out our EF to EFM to EF adapter. I'm like, sure, go ahead, send it to me. Here's my address. Oh, you gotta buy it first. Nope. If you want me to try out something and do a review, you gotta send it to me. But anyway, that's a hashtag. If you're listening and you want to send me stuff,
All right,
I'll buy it if it's cool. But hey, the EF. Okay, rant on third-party products. If you buy the Canon version of the EF to EFM adapter, it's gonna work flawlessly. They designed the EFM mount. They designed the electronics. They gotta know what and how to engineer the stuff. And same would go with anything third party. So you spend $800, $500, ungodly amount for this camera for your camera. You spent that money. Why are you gonna cheap out on a $20 battery that's third party from Amazon? Like, come on.
Yeah,
Spend the extra $40, $30, $40. I know it's a lot, but you won't have warranty issues down the road. You won't have the battery leaking on you. You won't have the battery blowing up on you, and the life of the battery will last longer. And that goes for accessories. Like, if you can buy the official stuff, buy the official stuff because they engineered it. They know what they're doing. The only thing is, it's a gray area for me, is lenses. I prefer Canon lenses, but third-party lenses do work, and they're a little cheaper, and they work. But the only thing about third-party lenses is, if it has autofocus, it might not work in 10 years from now. And actually, my very first lens and very first camera was a Canon 20D, yep. And I had a Sigma 24-70 millimeter lens, 2.8 f2.8. Kept that lens for like a year, but I traded in because there was a thing about it not working with the next 30D or 40D. I forgot, but they had compatibility issues for down the road. So that's the only reason why I don't recommend Canon lenses. So third-party items, the only thing I would buy is I wouldn't recommend, but if you need to, you can buy third-party lenses. But batteries, accessories, buy the good stuff.
Yeah.
That was a good rant.
Good rant.
Okay.
Good rant. I got another one from Hanging with Tony. Where was it? The biggest learning curves. Do we start?
Biggest learning curves. Man, I can go on for that one too. You can start because 9 months over here.
9
Got a baby yet?
Little baby vlogger. So I think the biggest thing that I've learned is don't worry about the financial benefit from YouTube. Don't worry about subscriptions. Don't worry about views. The only thing you should look at is your content, how you're feeling. Find something you like to do and just go with it. Don't think about it. Don't sit there and get all mad because you can't get monetized or whatnot. I'm not going to be monetized. I don't think I ever be monetized just for the content that I produce. Maybe some videos, but just find something you like and go with it. Don't think about it. That's the biggest thing I've learned.
I just got a warning about low outputs because not enough streaming bandwidth. It is stuttering, I see. How's the video quality versus audio quality? As long as we're coming through audio, that's fine. The 9 people left in this chat or this room, comment, how's the video and audio?
It looks good over here.
Okay. Maybe I'm just... Oh, I see it now because we're just talking to the mic and moving our heads. Okay, it looks stuttered, but it's not. Where were we?
Oh, I just got finished. Look at that. I'm starting to stutter too. I just got done telling everybody what I've learned, and that's the biggest thing is stay focused, stay motivated, but don't worry about the financial side of things. Just go with it.
When I was at good old Old Dominion University, ODU. Oh,
Represent.
yeah. I met a guy, and he taught me, or he said to me, if you have an idea, roll with it. And if I had that advice, like 10 years before, I'd probably be a full-time YouTuber or doing photos full-time. Yeah. I've always had a kind of hard... I guess it's kind of hard to leave your full-time job to do create media, which I see a lot of people do. But if I did that, 10 years ago, I wonder where I would be now if I had that advice so long ago.
Who knows?
Not
It's getting deep, guys.
The 9 to 5 job is
Brain's getting
is stable. It pays the bills, but you're never really truly satisfied because like you always have stuff that you want to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I got a really good job and I love my job and I'm doing what I love. But when you're in that corporate world, you definitely have a earning to work for yourself. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No,
I mean, you're the same way too.
Yep. I run a business and I have a full-time job and I do these vlogs, but one of them's got to go soon. That's all I gotta say.
I want to go that far now. For me, what have I learned? So, if you followed me from the beginning, actually don't go back to my old cringy videos.
I actually did that, and it was very entertaining.
They were very
to
cringy
see
videos.
where Ben started and where he is now. If you do that with any vlogger, though, it's
So the reason why I
learn.
started YouTube is, well, I wanted to learn video. I've always had experience editing video with Adobe Premiere because I started with the OG Adobe Premiere. I think it was like version 1 or 2. I know I started out with one of them, but I never really until you really get into the cuts and how to tell a story. That's a big learning curve in itself. And then marketing. I suck at the marketing part because that's the one that gets put on the back burner because like I'd rather create the videos. I need to find a marketing person. So maybe Tony. $17 an hour.
$17 an hour. That's a good deal, man, for some marketing.
No.
I have a couple of
Yeah,
questions if you're good.
Okay.
How do you guys handle trolls and not let them affect you?
My biggest thing on my channel is they call me fat, and I laugh at them because, like, okay, you tell me what I already know. I mean, I'm fine with it. Or they call me a potato head, which I haven't understand yet.
I don't even understand that.
I mean, honestly,
sorry guys, I lost it. That's the first time I heard that.
yeah,
Wow.
because see, negativity on my channel gets reported or deleted. Depends. I mean, they say even negativity, even the bad comments or thumbs down is it's engagement, which is good. But yeah, I try to stay positive and all happy joy over here. So negativity can on its way out. It doesn't.
But if you're gonna be that one guy that thumbs down and doesn't leave a reason why, that's one
Hashtag
thing.
who are you?
Yeah, that kind of frustrates me. But like Ben said, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't. I've never actually had any nicknames called at me yet. I'm sure people think stuff, but Potato Head's good.
Yeah,
I don't
Potato Head's
understand it,
good.
but
I didn't get that one yet. Like 2 or 3 people called me that. I'm like, I need some context to what I'm trying to see.
that's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Very
I know people. I mean, there's a saying that sticks and stones don't break my bones, but words never hurt me. Well, sticks and stones will break my bones, and I guess you get the saying.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I sympathize with you, and I empathize if you're the type to let words hurt you. But I mean, they're only words. They're trolls on a keyboard across the world. Who knows where they are? As long as they aren't, physically hurting you or at least hate mail or physical stuff to you, sending you stuff or anything like. If it's on the internet, it's I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, sometimes I don't understand it because it takes more energy to do something negative than do something positive. So that's the way I look at it. Some people just like doing that.
Tony said he would love to have trolls because if they feel the need to comment, they're affecting them and others. You are affected. Yes, that is true. There's trolls where it's like they're like negative about your video and give you creative input. But if you leave it like a one-word answer, I mean, you did strike an emotion, which is good. But I just don't get it sometimes though.
And then Lafayette the player. Do you watch Stranger Things? No, I don't personally watch
I don't know what that
Stranger
is either.
I don't think we both watch a lot of TV.
No, you gotta grind. Actually, I'm gonna shout out a good YouTuber, Amy Landino. She runs well, it was Savvy Sexy Social. I'm not sure what it is now. How Vlog Like a Boss. That's what her book was, and she runs a good Facebook group and good YouTube channel. That's Amy Lynn. You know, I need to start making notes and put them in the thing from now on. But she had a recent vlog talking about how spending time on TV, this you can do something. I'm not let's paraphrase it right now, but the time you spend on like watching TV or playing a game, which I know, I guess playing a game you can make money off of that. I guess the very special ones, but like watching TV, like you can do something productive or making some money, passive income, guys. There's always ways to make money out there, and if you grind, if you work hard, you're gonna get what you want.
Yeah, I think both of us grind probably every day for what, at least 16 hours.
My problem, and I guess one of the biggest hurdle lately is scheduling out what I want to do, because there's so much to do, and being a creative, I kind of rather spend the time in the NLE or the video editor, which that is good to learn that, but I mean, then stuff like marketing your channel and social media, there's so much into this thing, which I don't know how some of these big YouTubers do it by themselves still. But because if I had that much money, I'm gonna have at least 1 or 2 people managing people's stuff.
At least.
I've even actually reached out to some graphic designers. Hashtag if you need work, I need a graphic designer, because you know, hashtag shirts coming soon. Yeah, graphic designers and marketing people, because you know, sooner or later I'm gonna come to the point where I can't do everything by myself, and that's one of the biggest hurdles right now. Because like to go back to the job thing, I don't want to leave my job because I like my job, but then I want to do other things, which I'm always the person that like the real. This is real talk right now. This is getting real deep.
Hey man, hey, you guys are great though. We have 10 viewers and lots of thumbs up, so we thank you. I guess we're getting deep though.
So, but I'm gonna remind myself to put at 1 hour. This is real talk on the in the not the comments, the description. But yeah, what was I at?
Oh, I don't know. I forget where we were. You're talking about leaving your job and stuff like that, and I can touch on that. I love my job too. I love what I do. It's an art.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, he joked about it. I love my job, but you know, I've always been the person to have a side hustle, and I mean,
one side hustle? Come on, man. Yeah, 4 side hustles.
Roberto Blake, if you guys don't follow him, you gotta follow him. If you are on the YouTube life or on marketing, he's a brilliant guy, and he's one of the few people that I watch and I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. He's definitely real talk. But he mentions that you shouldn't put. Actually, many people have mentioned, marketing people said, don't put all your eggs into one basket, because I mean, your single income shouldn't be coming from one place. And like I said, I mean, I'm a person that likes grinding and having this side hustle. I mean, if you have multiple things of income coming in, you're better off than this one. And the way I see it, what if you get laid off one tomorrow? What are you gonna do?
Yep. No, I agree.
Yay, my man Jay Will's in the house. So I gotta shout out this guy because he's always on the help on me. He catches things, let me know, retweets my stuff. So hashtag sponsor myself at Bindong, BINHDONG on Twitter. But anyway, Jay Wills runs a Jay Williams. If you're looking at the live chat right now, he runs a cell phone YouTube channel.
Nice.
I actually used his channel to find some suggestions.
Awesome. All right, how's everyone doing? He said he can't be laid off from work.
Corrections. Is that corrections like in like jail cells? Or like corrections like?
Oh, Jay Williams has a
Jay
question.
Williams has a question.
Shoot us the question, man.
Ooh, this real talk is good here. Woo! You know, if you want to have more of these real talks, definitely leave a comment down below.
He said yes.
There's 3 people in oh wow, Wicked 1 LE, yeah, Corvette life, I think. But anyway, yes, a prison. Wow, that's interesting.
How long does it normally? Sorry, I'm going to jump on that one because it's just popped up. How long does it take you to edit videos? For myself personally, it all depends on the video. It all depends on what I want out of the video. Like, if you watch my last cruise trip that Leah and I went on, my girlfriend, I wanted that video to be really special and unique, and I kind of put more edits on it than I normally do. That one took probably 2-3 hours at least to do that. But if I'm just kind of winging something together, like a 6-minute video or something like that has a lot of, speech, not a lot of, cuts and stuff like that, take hour or so, maybe 2 hours at max. Ben?
Oh man, this is a long question. Which I can go into too. Depends on the video.
Zachary, sorry,
he
said there was a Verizon ad. That's funny.
Keep Jay Will's question too.
Okay, gotcha.
Monitors killing me. But for me, it depends on what kind of video. Like Dustin was saying, I shoot my things sequentially, so throughout the day I'll shoot it. But the longest videos it takes to edit is the tech videos, because I have to go back and forth, and yeah, it takes a lot of time because I cut audio in and out. Maybe I should do a live stream of me editing a video one day. But generally, if I do a normal vlog like a Casey Neistat vlog, I shoot everything sequentially. I don't have anything pre-made for it or anything, and that usually takes me 2 to 3 hours because I'm very particular on how I edit, and I'm very detail oriented. I'm very picky too. But yeah, 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes a tech one would take 5-6 hours. It really depends. I used to take really much longer because keyboard shortcuts, guys. Hashtag keyboard shortcuts. Learn that.
A lot of hashtags going here, guys. A lot.
You get a style when you edit more. And for you guys that are learning editing, if your goal is to post the video on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you gotta think, is the time putting in worth it? Because you could be doing other things, this is actually talking to myself right now too, because there's come to a point where no one's gonna notice that one beep. No one's gonna notice that one cut that's bad. I mean, you might notice it, but no one else will notice it. Like, say for work, I do sound stuff. Like, I can hear something, and like, the question is, will anybody else hear it? Or working with projection screens, like, I see that, or video, I see that, but will your audience see it? They come to a point where there's a point of degradation. No, point of no return. Not point of return. What am I looking for? It's the phrase where you work so much and it's not beneficial anymore. Oh, there's a phrase for that. I forgot what it's called.
If you guys know what it's called, comment.
There's a point where, yeah, that's pretty much layman terms is you work so hard and it's really not any more beneficial than when you could have stopped, an hour ago or 15 minutes ago. You gotta make that decision. But yes, there's really no how long a video takes to edit. It's just how much time I want to put into it. And
all right.
And this is actually, I'm gonna end on this one on this question is my most viewed videos is my least production videos. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's like, but I put so much time in that video, but it's only getting like 100 views, and I put like the least amount of effort in some like my Mazda 3 brake install video. I definitely nonchalantly put that together just to put it out, but it's definitely a video that gets searched for, and I didn't know people are watching it. I'm like, oh, okay. And that video we shot here, I'm changing back to the Canon M5. I'm going from the Canon M6 to the M5. I thought that was gonna be a vlog that no one's gonna watch, but it's like 6,000 views right now. It's like, oh, okay. And I didn't even put any time to make that vlog because I thought that. So there you go. For editing videos, I mean, just remember, sometimes you're gonna spend so much time, but is it gonna be worth it?
Exactly. Goes good. All right. So Jay Williams, our man Jay Williams, if a person does not want to buy a DSLR, what point and shoot should they buy? What point and shoot should they buy? G7X?
Oh, let's see. I mean, Canon fam over here. You gotta do a G7X fam.
That's what I would say too.
But
Don't get the Sony HX80. Okay.
I don't recommend the Sony H8. That's garbage.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, there's. I think Jay Wills is the one that said that the cell phone's better than that. I mean, maybe it was him. I don't know. But if you're on a budget, $650, $675, $700, G7X Mark II. Hashtag Canon listen up. You need to update this. I know this release is like 2 years ago, but it's definitely being aged. I mean, there's a joke going around that what's released now is 4 years technology.
Hey,
old technology.
Quick, there's a 60 hertz hum people are hearing. We don't know what that's from. Do you?
Yeah, that's I hear it.
Could it be the heater?
Yeah, it probably is. I can hear the 60 hertz hum.
Let me turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off.
I can't hear it in the monitor. Hey, so this question, the tech freak, what are you listening on that you can hear 60 hertz on? You have headphones on, good headphones on? Because I have headphones on, and well, my monitor isn't turned up all the way. Hey, I think the your AC is on.
Oh.
That's probably it. Okay.
AC, man, it's cold. He says AC.
I mean, okay.
It's probably the heater because I have a little fireplace.
Oh yeah.
Heater.
Oh, it was it went away. Yep.
Cool. Thank you for pointing that out.
Wow. Okay, so hashtag next time on the video, we have to do a high pass filter for these because we really don't need anything that low.
Yeah.
Pick it up because I don't go that low.
Cool.
How low do you go?
Were we? I think we're kind of.
Woo! Oh yeah, so let's go back into Jay Will's question. Team Canon bought a G7X Mark II. There's a Canon HS730, I think. Basically, is the HX80 from Sony, but it does like 30x zoom, which is good, but it doesn't have a 1-inch sensor like the G7X Mark II. But real talk, I'm Canon fan, but I'm sad that the Sony RX100 5 is a good camera, and if you have $1,000, Sony RX100 5. I really should get one of those cameras in to do a comparison, but because that camera would blow this one away with 4K and 1080p 120. I'm not saying that the G7X is bad. It's just the G7X focus is much better than the RX100 5 from what I hear, but it's just Canon. You need to do something with this camera. I mean,
he's about to go on a rant.
Big YouTubers still use it, but you're losing people to Canon because you don't offer.
To Sony.
Yeah, Canon's losing people to Sony because 4K, which I get the grind and why Canon's not doing it. But
Hanging with Tony, our man Hanging with Tony asked Ben, a favorite subject matter to shoot, and then question mark Dustin. I don't think you really like shooting me, but
oh yeah, I like shooting women. Headshots and portraits. But that's one thing that I don't do much anymore, which I want to do is get a studio and have that as another grind, because when I shoot studio photography, it's like I'm in a different world. I'm creative and do stuff. But for video side, I don't know what I could shoot. I haven't found that yet.
I love time lapse.
Oh, yeah, time lapse is fine. I like time lapse. I'm not sure. I haven't really. For photos, I do wedding photography, and that's amazing. But you can do wedding photography by yourself, one person solo, but you have a lot of work at the end because you got to edit each photo, which is fine. But it's a lot of work, and I couldn't imagine doing video for weddings. That's a lot of footage. But maybe one day, I've been shooting the shit with people, is to do a wedding video service, because you definitely need a sound guy, you need a videographer, you need an editor. One of my photography things is because I had a group back in the day, but everybody left, scooted out of Virginia. I don't blame them.
It's cold here.
Oh, yeah, it sucks. I want to move down south too. Charleston, South Carolina, somewhere down in Florida. But one of my things for photos is to have a live editing session or truck or base station for photos, like send the photos to wirelessly to a base station, and you have live editors right there, so you can have the photos delivered like this. Not just the little BS photos where some of these small photographers just shoot the photos and just don't even do any kind of editing. I want delivered a perfect product, like an hour or two after the wedding, which I don't see why, because everybody go to honeymoon. But you get my point. And have a little base station. But anyway.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool if you can do that with video.
Uh-oh, he's thinking now. He's processing.
But who would watch a live stream that's possible. That's called broadcast. Okay, that's not viable. Cheap. I'm thinking out of the box right now. This is how I work. It's getting late too, because when it gets late, I get ideas.
I'm kind of hungry too.
Yeah.
I think we answered all the questions.
Yeah.
Maybe if you guys think we should do this again, or do the real talk with Ben Dong once a month or something.
I went from the Canon M100. This is Jay Williams said. I went from the Canon. I can't read. It's late.
I went from the Canon M100 to the SL2. Much better buy to me.
Yes, I agree. The SL2 is a better buy than the M100. Why? Because it has a mic input and it has a hot shoe mount, but it is bigger. But it is also a DSLR, which is nice, and it takes EF lenses. Hashtag can't listen. Get rid of this EFM BS. Hashtag a lot of rants in this video.
Hashtag lots of hashtags in this video.
Hashtag. Please. Ooh. Is digital zoom ever good on any camera? Hanging with Tony? No. Don't. If any camera with digital zoom, turn it off, because you can just do the same thing in post what you can in camera, and you probably can do much better the NLE or non-linear editor like Premiere or After Effects or Final Cut Pro, iMovie. It probably does the rendering to zoom in much better than internal camera. Well, see, this is where 4K comes in. You can zoom in because there's like 4 screens of 1080p in a 4K video.
Oh yeah.
But if you shoot that video 4K crappy, it's gonna be a crappy 4K video. And hashtag manual zoom. Do not use digital zoom. Either turn that lens if you have a zoom lens, or walk closer to the subject. People say, I will fix it in post. I will fix it in Photoshop. I will fix it in when I edit the video. That is a horrible way to do it. Why would you spend like 5, 10, 20, an hour fixing a photo or video in post-production when you can fix it by walking closer to the subject, if you can? Now, if you're at a zoo and you want to get closer to the monkey and you can't, I wouldn't jump that fence. Don't jump that fence.
All right. I think a couple more questions.
Oh, yeah.
555, best EOS M prime sensor. Or lens, sorry. Lens.
I'm only aware of like 2 lenses, maybe a 20 millimeters and a 60 millimeters. I'm not too, I should be up to date on the prime lenses, but I mainly shoot video with these Canon EOS M cameras. Why? Because I vlog. Now, I don't know. Prime lenses are better than zoom. That's just inherent because there's less elements and there's usually better elements. So I can't answer that. Now, best EOS M prime lens. Now, if you get this adapter right here and mount a 35 millimeter, red ring lens on it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys, chime in with them. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Do me a favor, guys. Like this video if you like it. Consider subscribing to my channel and Dustin's channel over here. He does blow up stuff, fireworks stuff. And his link is down in the description below.
Please subscribe, guys. I appreciate that.
Yes. I
think we should do more of these in the future. We'll get real talk once a month.
Yeah, real talk. This is actually a lot of work in production, but you don't have to do the editing at the end. And it's
Yeah, but if you
nonchalant.
screw up filming,
You know, it's
It's
funny.
already
You know what's real funny is usually when I do this with the camera, I do like 10 takes, maybe 20. Okay, it's not that I'm exaggerating. Maybe like 4 or 5 takes, and I actually feel comfortable. You know, I've always felt comfortable in front of a live stream. It's interesting how the mind works in psychology. Because like if you mic somebody up and it's for a voiceover or that's not experienced. Hashtag not experienced. If you do that or put a camera on somebody, they always hesitate for some reason. I don't know what.
yeah, same here.
If you're a psychologist, let me know what that is. Okay, guys.
I think that's it, man.
555 later, guys. Okay, guys. We're in like an hour and 35. We gotta go sleep and clean up. If you only saw the stuff we had to take out to do this.
There's microphones, cables, lights, you name it. Everything.
Latif the Player, yes. Thank you for watching. Jay Wheels, thank you for staying.
Yeah, you guys hung on there for a good, the full stream.
Everyone that I'm missing, thank you for watching. And well, let me go to OBS so I can close out soon. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. So help me out, and I'm almost at 1,000. I think I'm like 180 away, which is not much at the rate that I see subscribers coming in. But share my channel, share this video if you know anybody that needs Canon cameras. Yeah, hashtag Canon. Hashtag Canon. If you're listening, your boy over here, P.O. Box 850, Yorktown, Virginia. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram @BinDong.
Dustin McGee. You can follow me on any of the platforms. Dustin L. McGee. On YouTube, it's Dustin McGee. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments. For future live streams, there's only one. I wonder if you can do it in OBS, but I want to have the live stream chat in the window because you don't see the live stream chat. I just don't see why that's not in the comments. Hashtag YouTube. Why can't we keep the live chat? It helps out. But yeah, subscribe, like, and until next time, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.